Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Die by the Sword podcast. That's right, we are all together this time for this intro.
Hello.
We're all sitting in the same room. Can you believe it?
Shocking, I know.
I know. I mean, we go like a year without seeing each other in person. It's crazy. But before we get into the episode, I think we've got some people we need to thank. John, who do you want to thank?
Oh, definitely. I want to thank the people that give us all of our lovely music. That comes from Midnight Syndicate, and you can find them at midnightsyndicate.com. Gary.
Oh, well, those delightful ambient sounds that you hear, well, yeah, you can get those at youtube.com/swordcoastsoundscapes.
And I'm not going to thank these guys, but you can follow us on our socials at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit.
And you can also visit our website at diebytheswordpodcast.com. There you'll find bios, character art, and even some merchandise.
And you know what? If you want to reach out to us and talk to us, we're always available at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com. So I guess we should get into some mischief in this episode. Think everyone's going to live?
It's always questionable.
Well, Gary's playing, so you never know.
I'm voting I kill at least 2 characters this episode.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Ow, ow.
We'll see what happens. All
Ouch.
right, let's get into the episode. So my streak of killing at least one character per book is still intact.
Oh,
It sure is.
Yeah. You decimated him.
Those dice just kept rolling and everything was like as high as it could be, pretty much. Like,
Yeah,
wow,
when
these
you
dice
got the-
really want him dead.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
that crit was horrible.
Uh-huh.
Can anybody cast rubber bands? Just put them like right on his claws.
And the key word is expecto red lobstero.
Just cast butter.
Mhm.
Butter.
Instead of grease.
Garlic butter?
Just butter. Yep, there you go. Ugh, he's a nasty creature. He is.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So, I think can't remember if we talked about it on air last time or if it was after. This is your first character death, like ever, right, Keith?
That's correct. So, yeah, that hurts a lot, you know? Put so much time and effort into it, you know? But, I mean, I think we all thought that Xo'bere was going to be the first one to die among us. But,
Yeah.
He
but
gets so
Cabal
close.
took yeah. He's technically died like 12 times, but no.
Yeah, but I mean, Xo'bere has outlasted Renly. He's outlasted Dwarfy. Now he's outlasted Cabal.
It's true. He just keeps popping back up.
He's probably going to
Yeah.
outlast Plüg.
Oh, that's right. Plug's about to get
yeah.
it.
Plüg is in trouble.
But I mean, Xo'bere might be this might be his time that he
Yeah, I
goes.
was gonna say, because the damage this guy's dealing is no joke, man.
Yeah.
Like, even my little come back to life feat may not save me.
Xo'bere is resilient, though. That is certainly true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've never had
He's
this
like-
much trouble killing a character before.
He's like those clowns that used to punch when you were a kid. Just you put
Right.
them down, they come right back up.
Just come right back up.
He's a Weeble
and
Wobble.
hits you.
Yeah.
It just won't go down.
I say if Xo'bere ends up surviving this whole encounter, not only will he be haunted, he's going to be haunted by Cabal.
Yes. It'll be like, what is the Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Where he's haunted by his
God,
brother.
that'd be the best.
So
Oh,
I'm
man.
just chilling in like an alternate universe. We just talk all the time.
You're just there. You can't do anything, You can't help the combat at all, but you're just there.
I can just tell him how bad he's doing.
Yep. You can be the little devil on his shoulder.
Right.
I mean, if you make it to the next level, you have to take a level in Oracle, just so you can get that.
That'd be interesting.
That haunted thing. Yeah. Just take like a quick little dip.
Little dip.
Just a little dip.
So how was it creating a new character?
Very stressful.
Oh, do we have the person?
Do we have him on the line? Hold on.
We might be revealing him later. But yeah, there's so much. It's great because there's so much, different classes and stuff. But that's also a detriment because you're like, I can do all of these things, and then you have, choice paralysis, and you're like, I can't decide.
What I like to do is just start leveling them up, because leveling them up sees the path that I can go, and it's. I don't know how many iterations I went through to get just one level 1 character rolled.
I was gonna say that's what I did too, because I started with like a barbarian, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then I went to like a druid, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then I was like a cleric, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And so I just kept going in a circle of which class that I want that would really be fun, that would be good to the group, that would be fun on podcast, and that was fun to play. So you try to put all those together. It's tough.
So what he actually did was he took one level of 9 different classes. So it should be an interesting character.
Right.
Just the weakest magic you can possibly do.
Fireball, 4 damage.
Which is something I don't like about this. I mean, if I have another magic level, why can't I just add those to it? They're both magic guys.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
And they might even share some spells on their spell list. So to me, it makes sense for it to keep going. But I didn't write this game.
Let's write our own game with blackjack and hookers.
There we go.
I mean, this game does have blackjack and hookers. So, well, if the GM lets us have blackjack and hookers.
He's never said no before.
Depends on the situation.
Oh, yeah. Remember when John kept on yelling hooker witch for like an episode?
Hooker witch! Oh, I forgot about the hooker witches.
And I know they have card games. I don't know if they have blackjack, but I'm sure there's something similar to it.
Is there a Galarian Gwent?
And of course, the skeletons would make rolling bones totally different.
Right.
I still want to play one like a xylophone. So, Keith, how long did it take you to make your character?
I've been working on it all day. I even consulted our GM about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, I have to have your help, because if not, I'm just going to go in circles and this isn't going to get created. So, but it was fun to explore because, I mean, like we talked about, I think the newest one to these games. So it was fun exploring all the different classes and what they can do, and all the hybrid classes and what they do, and stuff like that. So it was fun. I got to dive into all of that. It was just trying to pick one was tough.
It's always hard trying to figure out what does the party need, but how can I also have fun and create a fun character outside of just what the party needs.
Right. Trying to balance the two.
And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of indecisive by nature. So I'm like, it's such a big decision.
Right. If there's too many choices, I just go into choice paralysis, and I'm like, I would just rather not make a decision because there's so many choices.
So this, I think it's a question we've talked about before, but I've forgotten, so we can talk about it again. And it may have been with the other group. When you create a character, do you start with character first and then backstory, or do you start with story first and then create the character around that?
I steal everything. I steal backstories. I steal powers. I steal names. I steal.
I start with the character, and then I create the backstory. I knew, for instance, in this case, that I wanted to play a catfolk. And then it was like, okay, so what kind of a catfolk do I want to play? Monk seemed reasonable. And then I started adding in things to build the backstory, which is why he is in search of robes, and he has a family that, haunts him, and I have dogs that haunt me too. So
I was similar to John. I knew what I wanted to play, like class-wise, and so then deciding on the race, and then the class and some of the other stuff for the class kind of filled in the gaps of like story-wise for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I think making up the backstory after you make your character is easier than if you made the story up first, and then you're like, okay, now what fits into this backstory?
Yeah, that'd be an interesting way to go.
I think I do it that backwards way, because I sit down and I envision what kind of character I wanted. Do I want somebody that's a spellcaster? Do I want somebody that, is a frontline fighter or martial artist or anything like that? And then I start thinking, okay, well, what does he look like? Okay, so that gives me the race. And then from there, I just build on his whole backstory. And after I've got that basically written out, I can go back and that helps me pick out the skills that he has or what feats he takes and like that. So I build it based on the story more so than I don't try to make him super overpowered all the time. I do it based on story.
See, I think I'm the opposite, because I don't want to create something that's just terrible and then I just die immediately. So I'm afraid of that if I started from the backstory and I try to create something in that direction, that it would turn out to not be successful, a successful character.
Sometimes it's not, but sometimes they're really cool. Like my Suli monk that I had that was lawful evil and from another plane, and his whole thing was he wanted to explore new realms of existence. He got trapped into a crystal and then got released by a group, and he was tied to that group because of them freeing him. And then his whole goal after that was to become a god in this world.
Nice.
How did that work, playing an evil character in a group? Was the group also evil, or?
No, the rest of the group was either good or neutral. So it worked out because the way that I envisioned him being trapped into a crystal kind of made him similar to like a genie. So once he was freed from the crystal, he was basically bound to whoever freed him. So he couldn't go against their wishes.
Oh, interesting.
So he
That's
was
that's a
still
cool spin.
he had no problems going through and killing characters, and like he would collect heads and stuff like that as trophies of his kills. So he still had that evil side to him, but he couldn't like go against the party. If the party said no, you can't kill those people, he's like, okay, fine, I can't.
Did
Fine.
he pout about it? Yeah.
Right.
it's more like, whatever, dude, we can do it.
But he was a badass character, though.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I like doing characters with weird backstories, like my moon-cursed barbarian that every time that he would rage, instead of doing the typical rage stuff, he would turn into a tiger.
Why did he do that? Why did he get so mad that he turned into a tiger?
So within his backstory, he was from a tribe of barbarians that was very connected to animal spirits and nature. So a lot of druids within that community, and he had to undergo like a coming of age, like rite of passage kind of thing, ritual, and something went wrong during his, and he ended up killing his mentor.
Ooh.
And so
Oh, wow.
he was cursed. That the only time he could access his connection to his animal spirit was when he would rage.
So you come up with very cool backstories.
I say you're
try
more
to.
creative than I am.
Yeah.
I really like coming up with the really cool backstories.
No, I mean,
Oh.
especially for like a podcast, I mean, that's crucial, to relate to the character and understand what they're doing and why they're doing it.
My favorite part of storytelling is characterization, motivation. Why do you do the things you do?
Why you is.
It be like that sometimes.
That it do. And speaking of why it is as it is, y'all about to die.
Well,
Oh
they're about to
no!
die.
I already did die.
Yeah. So I mean, you've had a week to think about what's going on. Do y'all have any plans on how to get out of there? I mean, first of all, who remembers how we left things off last time?
It was quite the cliffhanger.
All right. Well, I remember that I was playing Plüg, and I believe he had 6 hit points left, but he was currently being held,
Chased.
yeah, by the monster, and I think the monster gets to go before he does. So,
yeah, and Diego had shrunk in size so he could fit into the doorway to actually get in here, and now he's a bit vulnerable. So,
Physically and
I
emotionally.
believe, yes, and I believe Genny has told us to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Multiple
Yeah.
times.
Genny is very upset that nobody, or well, not nobody, the only one person listened to her in the beginning.
Is a dinosaur. The only person that listens is the dinosaur. And he's got the brain the size of a walnut.
So when this thing showed up, Genny said, "Okay, don't move," and
that
y'all ran.
They were scattered.
That could have been like a one turn or one round and done kind of combat.
No, we decided to do something else.
Decided to scatter and run through this whole place.
y'all sexist.
Find out the hard way that this creature can just, dimension door wherever the hell he wants to, basically.
he can jump around. Jump around.
That was quite the surprise. And also, I'm going to laugh if we somehow all make it out of here. Maybe not Plüg, but if we make it out of here, regroup, come back, and then get TPK'd.
Yeah. Come back at full strength. And
And die.
Because I'm sure that was part of the issue with not being able to fight him as well this time, because y'all have gone from like combat to combat to combat back to back.
Right.
You haven't really had
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think even coming in here, I don't know if we thought I feel like I thought we were going into like a undercover type scenario, and then it was just like, oh no, you guys, let's do it.
Surprise! They all want you dead.
Yeah, the mayor really boned us on this one.
We must find this mayor and we must kill him.
Yeah, if we make it out of here alive.
We'll bone him right back.
That is our goal, to bone the mayor. I mean, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Y'all may not want to with this one. He's not very attractive.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, I'm just going by the picture that was in the book.
Well, that's okay. The picture in the book of Plüg was, ooh.
That's true. I did not go with that picture.
Thank God. Otherwise, Plüg would be horrible.
Plüg would have been left in a cell somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deal with that mental issue. Hmm.
Let's see if I can find the picture of Mayor Heggery that it has in here. Oh, I mean, Mayor Greedle. That's Mayor Heggery was another mayor.
That we didn't bone.
Right.
Thank God. That's not my character. I'm a monk.
Yeah, missed opportunity because he was a hot mayor.
That's right.
That mayor is on fire.
It's the chlamydia. This mayor looks like a cross between Ebenezer Scrooge and that guy from the Headless Horseman, Ichabod Crane.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
can see that. I can see that. It's a very good description of him.
Also, he's got leprosy.
I'm going to say this. If you'd shown this picture to me before we trusted this guy, I don't know if I would have trusted this guy.
Why do you think I don't show you the picture beforehand?
Like, literally nothing about him screams like, do me a favor.
It's more like run away as quickly as you can.
Run away. But anyway, so in this week that you've had, have y'all discussed any tactics and how you're gonna get out of here alive?
Well,
No. Not that I'm aware
that's
of.
what good players would do, sir. We are dum-dums. I think we did mention using hero cards, just like flinging them all at the monster or something and see what happens.
Throw them all in his face.
And or
Yeah.
jumping out the window.
There are no windows.
There's one. Plüg is right in front of. He was trying to jump.
Oh, that's
out of
right.
it when he got grabbed.
That's right. I forgot.
So, what do you think? Y'all got a plan developed, other than just throwing hero cards at him?
So I'm curious, Phillip, what your thought is, because you seem to have some sort of way that you're going.
I do. So what I'm going to do is tell all of my moves to the GM, who will counter them and kill me. You're right. I'm not talking about it with him.
My guess would be that you realize that you have another use of Dimension Door, and you're going to try to Dimension Door out of here.
Well, we did talk about that last week, because I wasn't reading my spells.
And I think this week we're supposed to find out if my athletics check was a success.
That's right. We left on that.
It was right in the middle of your turn. You're trying to do an acrobatics check to avoid an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Wait, how can he do an attack of opportunity if he's got a Plüg in his hands?
We're going to find out.
If he can or can't, even, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's his off claw.
It's his closeted attack.
That was a stretch. That was...
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to have a pepperoni, or me and the dogs are.
You're going to have
for
one?
you, one for me.
He actually puts it in his own mouth and then feeds it to the dog that way. Little
Baby
lady,
bird,
Very
dog
Lady in the
style.
Tramp.
Yeah.
All right. So shall we stop the agony and find out what's going to happen with Xo'bere here on this turn?
Yeah.
Because these Duke boys are in trouble.
All right. So we are starting things off here in the middle of Xo'bere's turn. You've done that acrobatics check to avoid the attack of opportunity.
Yes.
To move through. You roll. I forget what number you rolled. Do you happen to remember? Did you write it down?
Actually did write it down so I wouldn't forget. I rolled a 28.
28. A 28 is a fail.
Oh no.
So that would provoke. However, cannot take an attack of opportunity while you're grappling. What he could do is drop Plüg and attack you, or he could maintain the grapple and you go through with no problem.
Dun,
I'm
dun,
going
dun.
I'm gonna let the dice decide what he does. So
Nice.
Are you
no.
gonna decide the dice decide in the chat?
I am. I'm gonna do it in the chat.
Oh god.
Everyone
So,
watch.
I'm gonna do a D100. If it's 51 or higher, he attacks Xo'bere. If it's 50 or below, Xo'bere skates right on by and he holds on to Plüg.
Oh my god.
You ready?
Will you
Yeah.
die again?
Oh man. No.
That's a 90.
Oh, owie.
So he drops Plüg, which might save Plug's life.
But also might cost Xo'bere his
Might
life.
cost Xo'bere his life. So he is going to roll his attack of opportunity against Xo'bere.
Roll low, roll low, roll low.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh god damn it. And I don't have anything. Yeah, nope. Yep, that is a hit.
A natty 9 on the die. You might still survive this. You might. There's a chance.
That's what Cabal thought. And now look where we are.
Yeah, now look at us.
That is 10 points of damage.
Oh, I do survive. And I'm going to actually also activate my shadow duplicate. So once per day is an immediate action. When I'm hit, I have a shadow duplicate of myself.
Alright, so you have your shadow duplicate. I rolled 2 and
So let-
1s on the damage dice.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. The monster hit Plüg so hard he split in two. Or hit Xo'bere so hard he split in two.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. All right. Well, now you're in the middle of your turn, Xo'bere.
So how do I play that then? I've gotten hit as I'm going. I was trying to go into the room with Genny. So do I continue my movement as normal, or?
So you would have gotten hit, which would have stopped your movement. If you're trying to get in the room with Genny, you would have needed to go to this square because the door is right by Genny.
Uh-huh.
To that room. So I would say it moved you into that square diagonally from you.
And so can I keep running, or how does that work?
It stops your movement because you got hit. That was
Uh-huh.
your move action, and you just got stopped there. So you can still do a standard action, but your movement has stopped there.
Also,
Oh.
remember, there is a MacGuffin right there. There is a locked box that's radiating magic right there.
Bust it open.
Yeah, I can't really do anything else. I can't move. So, yeah, I'll guess I'll try to go for and unlock the box. I got a 21 to unlock it.
21 to unlock. 21 is not going to be enough to unlock it.
Yeah, he's pretty nervous.
All right. Anything else from Xo'bere?
That's all he can do.
Okay. It is the Scion's turn. And you either go for Xo'bere or go for Plüg. He has two options here.
I mean, I feel like there's three, but
It's close.
You would have to move to get to Diego, which I mean he
Oh.
could. Yeah, I'll give you that. There's three potential options here.
no, I mean, I was just playing.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do it. That's fine. I see. how you
Danger
do
is
it.
Danger is our name.
All right. So I will roll a d6 to see who he goes after. 1-2 is Xo'bere. 3-4 is Plüg. 5-6 is Diego. He's going after Xo'bere again. That's a
Uh-oh.
2.
Wait. I'm going to spend a hero card.
All right.
I have a keys card. Take your turn immediately. The Demon's Lantern. I'm going to use that. I'm going to yell at those two. He's swinging at
Yes.
Xo'bere, right? All right. I'm just going to yell, "Meet us in the village," and I'm going to grab Xo'bere and tell Xo'bere to grab the chests and grab Pablo and go.
All right. So a whole little chain of Pablo, Genny, Xo'bere, and the chest disappear.
It's the only move that would stop a TPK.
True.
Keeps at least a couple of you alive.
I feel like Diego can get out that window pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I think Diego is fine. He can take everything but Plüg. Whew, Plüg. He like dead. He's so dead.
All right. So with that, with you jumping into that initiative and disappearing out of the way, Scion can't attack Xo'bere anymore, so he's going to attack Plüg. Because he's the next closest. First attack. Crack
Come on,
die.
Plüg.
And I'm not close enough to do aid. Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's a hit with a 30.
Ooh.
It show is.
See if he survives the first attack.
This is a charade.
It's 13 points of damage.
Okay. So that means Plüg is at -7.
So Plüg is unconscious and dying. Once he's down, the Scion will take a 5-foot step and attack well, actually, I don't know if he can after he started a move action. I think he can, because it's only a 5-foot step.
I thought you couldn't attack, move, attack.
Yeah.
You can't
What's up
attack,
with
move,
that?
attack.
With a full attack, you can take a 5-foot step before, after, or between your attacks. But only the 5-foot step.
So is that specific to the monster, or is that for everybody?
Looks like that's for everybody.
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 So like even Diego, when you do your flurry of blows.
I can move 5 feet and attack someone
Yep.
else.
All right. So he took the 5-foot step and attacked Diego. Natural 1
Oh,
Hooray!
to confirm the fumble. It's a 28, so I don't think it confirms the fumble, but that is a miss.
It does not confirm the fumble, no.
All right.
Like
That's at least good.
Spirit Cabal was in there, and he just like blew in the monster's ear or something. Confused, got distracted for a second.
Right.
Right.
Is Plüg grappled?
No, he is not grappled.
No, he's dropped.
Okay.
He did not go for the grapple. Because if he went for the grapple, he wouldn't be able to do the second attack. All right. So that is it for the Scion. And it is Plüg's turn. He is unconscious and dying, but I need him to roll to stabilize.
Okay. So Plüg rolled a 28 for his first death save.
All right. So the DC for you to roll is 10 plus however many points below 0 you are.
And I was below 7.
So it's DC 17.
Nice.
So he is stable. So he's no longer dying. He is just unconscious.
Perfect.
All right. Diego.
Okay, so this is a very large creature. If I move around it, do I take an attack of opportunity?
You would take an attack of opportunity for every threatened square you would leave.
Question: Didn't he attack Xo'bere or no?
If he has combat reflexes, he can take multiple attacks of opportunity per round.
Dang it! I forgot about that. You said that last time.
Yes, because Diego.
But he
can
also
do
left us hanging on
multiple
if he did have combat reflexes.
That's true. He didn't give it away. He said if.
And Diego does have combat reflexes, so he does know that it is possible.
Right.
So,
I mean, you could try to go for the window. You'd provoke quite a few
Or the
attacks.
walls.
You could try to bolt out the door, and you would limit how many attacks you'd get.
well, seeing as he knows that Plüg is still alive, he would attempt to go out the window grabbing Plüg. So he's going to take the attacks of opportunity.
All right. You can try to roll. You can try to roll acrobatics to avoid the attacks of opportunity if you would like, but you have to do one for each square.
I would definitely do that. Okay. All right. So I will attempt to see if I can. How many do I need to get to Plüg and out the window? Is that 2 or?
So 1 for there. You get diagonal for 2, and then picking him up would be a 3rd. I think that would be your standard action this round would be to pick him up. So you wouldn't have enough to get him and out the window.
Okay. Let me see if I can do the 2 acrobatics. The first is a 22.
That fails.
The second is also a 22.
Also fails. So he's going to be swinging at you.
I have a question though.
Uh-huh.
At least one of those is a 5-foot step. In fact, if it's only a he can't get him out the window, only to him, he can do a 5-foot step and still reach Plüg.
Yeah, you can do a 5-foot step and reach Plüg.
And don't you have a hero card?
My hero card is additional strength, so it's not going to help much on this. But it might help in lifting Plüg.
But the brass dwarf hero card that is a group card would give you another standard action.
Ooh.
That would help me get Plüg out. Get us out.
You should use it.
That's one attack of opportunity, which we know I got a 22 and failed on.
Mhm.
So he'll have to swing at me, and then we'll see if I can grab Plüg and jump.
Yep. How are you health-wise?
Health-wise, I'm alive. I can probably take one more hit, so long as it's not a crit.
I don't know if that's going to hit. That's a 23.
That is a hit.
Ah!
No!
Because I shrank. When I'm not the dire line, I'm more vulnerable.
Right.
See, I thought it was opposite. When you get bigger, your AC goes down.
Not for me.
I bet it's like skin or something supposed to be tougher.
Yeah, so I can only do cats, and it's a feline guardian feat.
All right. Well, he does hit you, and he hits you for 14 points of damage.
I'm alive!
All right. So you've managed to take your 5-foot step, and you've picked up Plüg.
And let's see if I can get out the door.
So we are using the hero card, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the brass dwarf, correct?
That was the brass dwarf, yes.
Okay. Let's go on back into the deck.
So Diego grabs Plüg, rolls a 26, and jumps out the window.
All right. You're able to jump. You are leaving a threatened square, so he's going to try to swipe at you one more time.
I may get clobbered on the way out.
You might. I'm going to give him a negative
So
because
he
you're a moving target.
He definitely has combat reflexes, you guys. Remember that for next time.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
And that is my lowest roll yet besides the natural 1. That is a 21 to hit.
That is not a hit.
You were able to jump with Plüg out the window. You see the...
And I run like the kitty I am.
Right. And you see the Scion approach the window and yell out, but he doesn't follow. We're out of initiative.
We did it,
I'm
guys.
going to get my...
I thought the Scion was going to say something.
Yes.
Like, that'll teach you to get off my lawn, little kid.
I imagine he talks like Herbert from Family Guy. Y'all kids get off my lawn.
That would be fantastic.
That would be. Maybe for next time.
I can see right up them shorts.
You kids like a popsicle?
I got some in my basement.
All right, so you've made it out of the temple here, and you're meeting in town. Do you know where you guys are planning to meet?
Probably the
someplace-
tavern where we were staying, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's...
Genny, Xo'bere, and Pablo have made it to the tavern, and then
What was the name of the tavern?
you're gonna ask me that question when I'm not ready
Sorry.
for it.
Nope.
He's like, you son of a bitch.
The tavern is the Wall-Eyed Kraken.
Well, let's not release the Kraken right yet, because Diego needs some healing.
I think everybody does. Also,
Yes.
I think Plüg needs some reviving.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, 3 of you had made it to the tavern, anxiously waiting to see if your friends make it out alive. Seems to take a little while, but eventually the door opens and Diego comes in carrying Plüg.
The battered kitty. Because I'm down to like 8 points.
What do y'all do?
Xo'bere's very glad to see them. And he's... Diego, I'm so glad you could have... I can't... I'm sorry we left. I'm just... Is he okay?
He's alive. But we've lost Cabal. Let's not lose Plüg. Can you help him?
Oh, I don't do heal stuff. Unless he's a box
That was
can
the
unlock
balls
him.
thing.
That would be Cabal, yes. We're screwed. We must find a healer.
None of us have heal as the thing to even stabilize him.
Oh, he's stable though.
He's stable.
He's
not
stable,
bleeding
but-
out. He just
Oh, okay.
At this point, if y'all don't have any magical healing for him, he will heal overnight a little bit.
We do have potions, I think, still.
All right, very good. So you guys have taken care of most of your healing. Not all the way healed up, but most of it. Did that mostly off air. So you guys are in the tavern. You've been healing up, looking a little bit haggard. And you're one comrade short.
Yeah, Xo'bere he was pretty close. He felt with Cabal, so he's just... I can't believe he's gone. It should have been me. I've cheated death this many times, and it should have been my number that got called, not his. This is not fair.
It's a fight, man. It's never fair. We lose, and sometimes we win, but it's part of the fight. He was a great fighter.
He'd saved me so many times, and I couldn't do anything for him. It all happened right in front of me. That monster just ripped him apart.
It was terrible. But there's not a lot we can do now. Our friend is gone.
No, there's something we can do.
We can see that mayor who sent us in there, and then we go take care of that son of a bitch monster.
Well, I meant drink. Barkeep.
Yeah,
that is...
Young female human barkeep walks over. Well, you look like you've had a bit of a rough day. What can I get you?
We need 10 whiskeys.
10 whiskeys. It really is a rough day, then. May I ask what's wrong?
We lost a friend today because of a giant crab monster. Did you ever see a giant crab monster?
I've seen some sea monsters here and there. We do live next to the lake in Carthen.
Do you know about that sea cult up over there?
The sea cult?
Something abominable. What do you say?
Recondite.
The Recondite Order of the Indomitable Sea?
That's her.
Yes. I attend services there. You
attend services there?
Yes. We give thanks to the neighbors for the bountiful harvests that we have. My younger sisters were fostered with the neighbors, and I'm thankful every single day that I was the firstborn. I hope to never have children so that my offspring do not have to meet the same fate as my sisters did.
What happened to your sisters?
Has anyone talked to you about the fostering?
No.
We've heard mention of it, but everybody has proved to be evasive when we've asked them about it.
The people here seem to be afraid of what would happen if they upset the neighbors, but I am more afraid of this town losing its identity. So the fostering, the young girls who were born after the firstborn, so second, third daughters, they are fostered. They are given to the neighbors so that the neighbors can marry them. And
how old?
They're given as children, and they are raised by the neighbors until they are of age to be married and have children with the neighbors.
You keep saying the neighbors, like the neighboring town, or...
They are in a small village up the shore.
The one we heard about that smells weird?
Yes. They are the ones. The neighbors are... Most of us in town have never seen the neighbors personally. The vicars and the vizier of the temple, they are the ones who speak to the neighbors. From my understanding, they're not humanoid. The neighbors are some weird aquatic abominations.
Like octopus?
No, more just like fish. It's like half fish, half man.
Have you heard the tale of the creature of the Black Lagoon?
No, I do not know this tale. Where is this Black Lagoon you speak of?
I don't know, but it's something that I heard. It's like an old story, but it was like a monster like that. He was a fish man.
Interesting.
Was it the fish part on top and the man part on the bottom, or
The other way around.
No, it was pretty much fish from head to toe. He just had feet and hands.
I don't personally know what the neighbors look like. I hope that someday this town can continue living without having to give so much to the neighbors.
So tell me about this temple that you go to give thanks that you're a firstborn.
Well,
Who runs it?
I don't necessarily give thanks. I go more out of societal expectation than actual devotion to Dagon. The temple is a front for the worship of Dagon. They everything outwardly shows that they worship Gozra, but it is Dagon, the monstrous deity that they worship. It is the vizier is the head of the temple, and then the vicars are just beneath him in power.
Do you know anything about the vizier or the vicars?
I other than just the little bits that I do know, such as I know the vizier is the vizier. His name is Albor Voltiaro.
Algor Vortiaro.
Albor.
that's what I heard too.
Albor Voltiaro. His son.
I heard he invented the internet.
His son is one of the vicars, Caleb Voltiaro. And then there are two others that I do not know as well. It is primarily Caleb and Albor that are the head of the church.
I know that we made that Al Gore joke, but like albacore, like the tuna?
Like that. And his son, Caleb. Well, listen, I've probably should move on. I probably shouldn't be caught spilling all of the town secrets to you. I'm sorry about the loss of your friend. The first round is on me.
Glad I ordered 10.
You stay for a while, you talk for a bit. You have a few more drinks. And then she comes back one more time. This time with another round of drinks. I'm sorry to interrupt you once again. But these drinks were purchased for you by the gentleman at the end of the bar. You look...
Oh, yoo-hoo.
It's not that guy, is it?
No. You look down toward the end of the bar, and you see an interesting-looking half-orc.
Ooh,
Ooh.
a half orc.
What do you do?
I mean, definitely raise the glass
Yeah.
to acknowledge.
Raise a
that we
glass
got
and
the
cheers to him.
drinks.
Keith, describe what this half-orc does.
Okay, so this is Grubert MacAvoy. He is a druid, like you said, half orc. And I also, when you guys, I don't know if you guys walked in and saw it, but I also have an animal companion that's in Mastodon.
Uh-oh.
Play date.
So Jenny, that's what I was thinking. So we got a little, have a little pet date. But yeah, so that is my new character, Grubert MacAvoy.
Grubert.
Okay.
So he looks at you guys and just, like you said, gives you the cheers. He also is I can do healing because I know we need healing. So I did take some healing stuff, but hopefully primarily be like wild shaping and stuff is kind of my goal.
He is not an inquisitor.
Definitely not.
So we always cast these people. Who is playing the part of Grubert? Also, it's giving me kind of like Mick Grubert,
Yeah.
kind of. So is he
A
going
little McLovin, yeah.
Let's see. That's a good question. Who would play?
I think this
I
is
didn't
our
think
first
about that.
half orc that we've had.
It is.
At least in this party.
Being a non-human, I have no problem with this. Diego
Well-
has no problem.
This may be racist, but does he pass for human? Does he have tusks? Is he gray? Is he green? What?
He is green. He has like medium-sized tusks, red hair, but it is graying, and he has a big, full gray beard, and it's braided. It's braided neatly, but you can tell it's gigantic.
It's not all that's gigantic.
Yeah, he's got a mastodon.
Exactly. That's what I was
A
talking
mastodon,
about.
that's
About.
Totally got a mastodon.
So now we
So
just
this is
need
kind of an interesting.
we need a pterodactyl, a saber-toothed tiger, and a tyrannosaurus now.
Heck
We'll have
yeah.
the whole collection.
Go Power Rangers. I would say, if like get back to your question, I would say think early John Goodman,
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like it.
like Roseanne John Goodman, like a little bigger guy, chubby cheeks, very, easygoing, that kind of persona.
So that might have a little bit of an interesting dynamic. So Genny is from Last Wall, and the people that part of the people that they protect from are orcs. So
Well, this is awkward, isn't it?
I mean, she raised the glass, so I don't think that it's you being an orc is a deal breaker or anything, but she's not very trusting to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not going to let you know that. I'm letting the group know that, but she's not letting you know that.
Well, Jenny's not trusting to start with of a lot of people.
No?
You just yell across the bar, "I don't trust you!
You! With the tusk!
I don't care if you bought me a drink or not.
And then she drinks it. I don't care.
I don't care."
I don't even care.
Okay.
I mean, I guess at this point of the night, they would already be a little bit drunk. They just had 10 whiskeys between them. And that was just the first
It
round.
was just round one.
Right?
And they've had multiple rounds since then. So.
But with the tipping of the glasses, Grubert will come over and say, "I couldn't help that you guys lost your friend today. I heard that's sad, man."
Yes, we lost a good friend and a good warrior.
He will sadly be missed.
He was great with that bow.
Well,
what about you, friend? Tell us of you. Where are you from?
I'm from everywhere. I just try to stay low in the forests. I mean, my Mastodon gives me away sometimes, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, I see.
But
So-
Wait, is
Oh,
the
that was yours
Mastodon?
out front?
Yeah. Outside, just tied up like a motorcycle?
Yeah, bro, he's just parked in front. I can't bring him in. He's huge. Oh, his name is Havoc.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
So, if I can ask, what were you guys doing that your friend got killed?
It's a long story, but the short of it is right now is we were investigating the church there, which seems to be a front for the worship of Dagon. Can't help but feel like the mayor might have misled us a little bit about what was going on in there fully.
So he set you guys up?
Perhaps.
Yeah, we think so.
Can't trust anybody these days.
No, we can't. But this isn't this. We're going back. We have to go back. We got A, a score to settle, and B, we've got to stop the Whispering Way. And when she says Whispering Way, she looks at his face to see if there's any tick or tail that he knows who these people are.
He doesn't give too much. He's heard of them, but I mean, not a whole lot. He doesn't know a whole lot about them. This Whispering Way, I've heard tales of them. Are you guys looking for them?
Yeah, we're looking for them to stop them. They're trying to bring forth a there's no other way to say it, but a evil.
What kind of evil?
For me, it's the Whispering Tyrant. I'm trying to stop him from returning, but I just joined the group like, I don't know, 10 episodes ago?
Yes, we are.
We're basically trying to stop the rise of this evil. And we think the church, the temple, has something to do with bringing him back.
What brings you into this town?
Just to eat, drink, get some supplies.
All right, well, nice meeting you.
Bye.
So I guess the bigger question
For the
is,
drink.
where are you headed? Where are you headed, my friend?
So what brings you into this village?
Actually, I was doing some investigating. I noticed and I felt just in my stomach that there's something wrong with this region. Like there's just, like I've been to these, fishing towns before, and this one just has a weird sense about it. So I thought I'd investigate, see what's going on. Have you guys noticed any weird wildlife or anything like that around?
How about a 10-foot crab that killed our friend?
There was the abomination crab that killed Cabal. Yes.
Your friend got killed by a crab?
Yes.
Yes, he got crabs.
That sounds terrible.
And
Lock it up.
apparently
He just
local
itched himself to
villagers-
death.
Dang.
Apparently the local villagers have been doing something with some of the neighbors that may be the abominations that you speak of. They're like half man, half fish, and they apparently sell their children to them, marry them off to them.
Yeah, I heard her talking about that. That seems weird, right?
That's super
It
weird.
is incredibly odd. It is unnatural.
Well, I mean, are you guys... are you going to go talk to the mayor and then go back and try to kill this crab?
That seems to maybe be the plan. My first point of business is to open up this chest here in a minute. Once I've had a couple.
Oh yeah,
more
we
drinks
stole
with me.
some a chest.
Yeah, you did.
Well, it was
You
radiating
should see
magic.
what's in there.
So okay.
So,
Um,
Grubert will call for the barmaid to bring us another round, and let's see what's in this chest.
all right. Genny hoists it up onto the bar, and then let's make bets. What do you think is in here? I'm gonna go with
Say,
totem, the talisman. That's what I think it is.
I think it's like those springy snakes that come in a can.
Would that count as a trap?
Yeah.
You
All
can
the
detect
fixings you
traps
need to make
'cause you
crab
see-
cakes.
Ooh. Actually, I want some of those right now.
All right, so you opening the chest.
Yes.
All right, so disable device check.
That is a 24.
It's not enough.
Oh.
This is a
Alright, we tried.
it's a really good lock. I mean, you
Alright,
Perhaps we should
tried
just
it's not trapped, so if you want to just take your time doing it, what would you get if you take 10? So 10 plus whatever your bonus is.
I'd get a 30.
All right, that would be enough to open it. So you just take a little bit and you just sit there focusing on it. Probably while you're drinking, you're just kind of fiddling with the lock pick set, and eventually pops open.
Huzzah!
What's inside? What's inside?
And inside there are 2 blue glass bottles that are radiating magic. There are 2 brass vials radiating magic. There is a feather that's radiating magic. There are also 3 statuettes, but they do not radiate magic.
Are they radiating?
No, they are
Okay.
not. The statuettes are made out of this strange reddish colored gold.
So rose gold?
It's known colloquially as fish gold.
Fish gold. Okay.
The different statuettes, the 3 of them. The first one is a bizarre looking tentacled beast. The second one...
Is it this? I was going to ask if it was the same one that's been following this adventure path.
No, it is a different one. The second statuette is a vaguely looking humanoid creature with fish-like features. And the third...
Like the neighbors?
Possibly. And the third one is a crouching humanoid figure with an octopus head and dragon wings.
It's a Cthulhu.
Yes. And then for the things that are radiating magic, that will be a spellcraft check.
Jenny's spellcraft check is terrible. 11.
You don't know what these are.
Can I take 10 or 20 or 30 on them?
I don't know how those work with identifying magical items. I would assume you could.
Probably. It's sort of like, you learn more about it. I have 0. Diego has 0 spellcraft, so it's not possible for him.
Your friend Grubert rolled a 19 for spellcraft.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so the 2 blue glass bottles are elixirs of swimming. The 2 brass vials are potions of water breathing, but you haven't quite figured out the token yet. The feather.
Got it.
Was it a feather or a token?
It's a feather token.
Oh, well. Does it count if I know what it is medically?
But do you know what it is mentally? Do you know what it does?
Xo'bere's just like, this has got to be a feather and featherfall.
I mean, that was my guess too.
Was it? Yeah. So he's just gonna drunkenly swipe it and get up on the table and then just fall off the table, holding the feather. Watch. I'll show you.
Okay, it is. You'd have to figure out how to activate it on the bar, and you go to fall.
Yeah, he's just like, watch this, and he just does basically what amounts to a trust fall off the table.
And you basically face plant on the ground.
He's like, did it work? Was it feathery? Did it fall feather?
You take 1 point of damage from the fall.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He just picks himself up and slams it back on the table. He's like, well, I'm all out of ideas.
While you're sitting here looking through the items, suddenly a woman bursts through the front of the tavern, through the door, screaming, Please come help. Help! My son, he's being dragged into the water. Help! And we'll see you next time.
Oh, come on. We just got here?